Welcome to the video of inheritances in C++. What is meant by inheritance? Inheritance is the mechanism of deriving a new class from old one. Then old class is known as base class, the new class is known as subclass. What is the use of inheritance? The inheritance is used to reuse the base class's components or members. So, the main aim of inheritance is to achieve reusability. What are the types of inheritances? In C++, there are 5 types of inheritances. They are single inheritance, multiple, hierarchical, multi-level, and hybrid inheritances. The hybrid inheritance is the combination of single, multiple, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritances. Syntax for defining the derived class. It starts with the keyword class followed by new class name, then colon, then visibility mode, space, base class name. Then within the opening closing braces, the members of the derived class. The colon is used to specify the derived class is from the base class. We know the visibility mode or visibility labels. There are 3 kinds of visibility labels. They are private, public, and protected. Here is the example of private derivation and public derivation. If we specify private, it means the subclass XYZ derives the base class's property, that is class ABC's property in private mode. If we specify public, it means the class XYZ derives the components of ABC in public mode. If we did not specify any qualifiers or access specifiers, it represents private derivation. The private derivation is default. In any mode of inheritance, base class private members cannot be accessed directly. The base class private members can be accessed only by the members of the base class. No object belongs to the derived class cannot access the base class's private variables or functions. Then example, first 2 lines IOStream and Conio are header files. Here we used 2 classes. First class name is base, second class name is derived. The class derived uses the components or the properties methods of class base. First look into the base class. Class base open braces int xy. The variables x and y are belongs to the type integer and they are in visibility mode private. If private is specified, then they are private. If public is specified, then they are public. If no one specified, then it will be treated as private. So the x and y are belongs to the private visibility. Then public colon. We know every access specifier should ends with colon. So public is the access specifier, so it should ends with colon. Then int get underscore a of, int get underscore b of. The get underscore a and the get underscore b are functions. Those has values. Here get underscore a stores the value 10 to the variable x. Then get underscore b function stores the value 20 to the variable y. We know the x and y are the variables belongs to the private scope of the class base. The x and y can be accessed only by the functions belongs to get underscore a and get underscore b. The functions get underscore a and get underscore b returns the variable x and y, that is the value within the variable. X is 10 and y is 20. The get underscore a returns 10, the get underscore b returns 20. Then we are going to derive a new class. The class name is derived. So the syntax is class keyword derived followed by derived class name. Here derived class name is derived, then colon, then access specifier or visibility mode. Here public. That means the base class members are derived as public, but the derived class cannot access the variables x and y of the base class because of the private visibility. Then base class name, class keyword, derived class name, colon, access specifier, then base class name. open braces. Here variable c is declared of type integer. There is no access specifier specified, so c is taken as private. Then within the public scope we have one function addoff. The addoff functions adds two numbers of two numbers. The variable c equal to get underscore a of plus get underscore b of. The get underscore a of returns the value 10 and get underscore b of returns value 20. So the 10 and 20 are added together and stored in the variable c. Then the value in c is displayed here. After the derived class definition over, object is created d within the main function. Using the derived class object d, the getA function and the getB functions are called. Then the d.addOff function is called. The getA function returns 10, the getB returns 20. The addOff calls this function. It adds 10 and 20 together and displays the value as 30. Thank you.